Alright, so Braden was explaining to me about these pistons and the bore and all that other boring stuff that you guys don't really care about. But then I asked him where the connecting rods are, because that's what you need to put onto the pistons. And he directed me to this box, Max heating rods. So Braden's BMW transmission's going in his... Did I just say transmission? I didn't mean transmission. Braden's BMW suspension is going in his motor for his VW.
All right, it's time, ladies and gents.
Can I use those?
Yeah. Well, that's had a lot of epoxy. I can go get a clean one if you want.
Yeah. Just so I can just dip it in there. And...
Damn it, that heater's gonna turn on. It's gonna be loud. Today's the day, Ross.
Yeah.
Forged rods and forged pistons.
I called it your BMW suspensions going in there.
Yeah, my BMW suspension. And maybe something else.
Oh.
We'll see. Speaking of something else, I think I should put those on the Civic.
Those?
Yeah.
You gotta put, please,
I have a Civic now. It's gonna be so easy.
Please put subs in.
Dude, I still have the one from the Ford. Everyone's like, yeah, do the right stuff. I was like, I don't know. I kind of want to put a nice bumper cover on it and have it not that shitty.
Well, I mean, you still gotta do the Honda Boy stuff. But
Right, of course.
I mean, we can make it decent.
Okay, so I have a shift knob that I'm painting right now, right? Because have you seen them in person yet?
Uh-huh.
So I'm painting this one. And I'm going to bleep this because I got to fill this all so it's smooth, but I'm going to paint it like a ball, and then instead of I'm going to put
Yes.
But anyway, no Honda talk for the rest of this video, I swear to God. If I see any Honda comments, I'm quitting YouTube. Everyone's gonna be like, Honda. So anyway, we just looked up everything we wanted to confirm. I asked like 35 people today that are in the Volkswagen community. I know the answer. I confirmed many times over today that the valve reliefs cut into the piston go on the intake side, which is this side. And I know the Honda people are going to have a moment, but don't forget, on Volkswagens, they're oriented the other way. Timing belt's on the easy to do side, as a matter of fact. Quick up to speed for people who aren't really aware. This is a 9A 2-liter 16 valve from a Mark II Golf GTI or B3 Passat. Factory 135 horsepower. It's bored 20 thousandths over, and we have 11-to-1 compression Wiseco forged pistons and max heating rods, forged connecting rods. And we're gonna drive it naturally aspirated. And I'm leaving the 4-speed that's in it because I'm too lazy to change the shift linkage to the 5-speed one, and I don't have a 5-speed. 3,900, 4,500 RPM is a perfect cruising RPM.
That's a good break-in RPM.
Yeah. So yeah, keeping the 4-speed. Fat 0 to 60s, except not, because those things are never going to grab traction.
Exactly.
And while we're talking about things that are never going to get done, BC Racing coilovers and a full fresh paint job in the factory most underwhelmingly named paint color on the planet, Mexico Beige.
Brown.
Yeah. Well, come on, it's tan. It's tan.
It's desert brown.
It's tan. It's camo tan. But anyway, we're going to get on this. We're going to start wrist pinning. Alright, so we're trying to get the little, these guys in. There's a company, I think Tectonics Tuning sells them actually. They make these like plastic caps that you just push in. But that makes me kind of nervous.
Wait, plastic?
Yeah, they're like nylon. And you just...
I feel like...
I'm sure it works fine, but I was just like, I don't like that. I feel like if it's too easy to put in, it can come out too easy.
Right.
But, I mean, I don't really know anything. That's just speculation. So, I'm going to glove up and try and nut up, you know what I'm saying? Woo!
There's someone out there, I'll pack my bags to Rio. She's a dancer, but I'm a...
Alright, so 45 minutes later, Ross managed to manhandle these bad boys in, so we got a full rod and piston assembly ready to get some bearings and then put in the engine.
Yay!
And I guess in theory, if we're feeling it, we could put the head on too, but I got new head gasket and head bolts too. We'll just see if this takes another 45 years of finagling. It's funny because if you go watch the Wiseco tutorial video,
it just yeets on in there.
yeah, he's just like, yeah, I just kind of squish it with my thumb and push her in and she's done. I was like, you're joking, right?
Because I can't even get this to set up the way I want it to right now.
I was gonna bring my sockets and I realized it wouldn't have mattered because this is ARP hardware, so it's American sizes.
Oh, good thing there's some American stuff here. Is that my torque wrench?
No, that one's mine.
Almost just yeeted it out.
Just ding! Alright, so we got 3 done, and I have to say, this is probably one of the biggest pains I've ever experienced in my life. Just getting these stupid little circlips in. And if you watch the Wiseco video, he's like, yeah, so I just, I use my thumb, and boop, 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 and it's done. But these ones, you couldn't bend them with your fingers to save your goddamn life. Ross and I are over here causing finger strains. We got one more. They're really on there.
Yeah.
What's even holding them on?
Nothing. Just compression fit.
Yeah. How nicely they fit together. Several times for the past few months, it's just been sitting out here just to keep the cylinder walls from getting too dry or starting to rust one way or another. Not that it would have because it's inside, but I got to meet Charles in Vegas and talk some Volkswagen stuff with him for a while. Lube. The proper way to use these. And then are the oil rods still? Should be on this side.
Yeah,
roughly
right there.
15 degrees apart. There you go.
Just like that.
Alright. Beautiful. Alright. Really lightened up the cylinder wall. Good in there. Yeah, just because of the reflection of it. Yeah. We might have to give it a bit of a turn to get it over the crank. The Tina turn? Yeah. Alright. I know it's not going to slip out, but it always freaks me out like it's gonna. Oh no, it's pretty good actually. Damn, look at that, Ross.
Wow.
You might need to go up a little bit more.
Nah, that's it. We can... Let's see what it does. Where's the numbers at? What?
The piston skirt's hitting the oil squirter.
Just shine it down over here and see what's happening.
If you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hitting it.
Just can't run all squares.
So here's where we're at. After, an hour of fiddling with those wrist pins or the wrist pin circlips, we finally get it in, tap the piston in, everything's going great. And remember, Ross, those oil squirters I waited months and months for, and a kind gentleman from Germany sent me a set? Well, see if you can see what's going on here. You want to hold that there? Oh, you can see it quite clearly, actually. Right there is an oil squirter, and right there is also where the piston's stopping because of that oil squirter.
And we've got a lot of way to go to get that seat. Damn it.
And then I just read that these blocks also have issues with the, when you run forged rods, with clearing the intermediate shaft in the back there, which I have over here. So right now what we're doing is I'm going to grease up the new bearings for the intermediate shaft, because somebody also told me that on 9As the oil pump gear will hit the rod. So we're just going to use a right into the cylinder. Unreasonable amount of assembly lube, because I will not risk ruining those brand new bearings, because then the engine has to go back to the shop Because there's no fucking way. Dude, he had a slide hammer in through this front one. That would be cool. There's a whole box of those Harbor Freight ones over there.
Oh, my flashlight was on. Oop. Yeah, that'll work.
Well, it's going. Is that as far as it goes now?
Mm-hmm. There you go.
So I would think the main concern is going to be when it's at top dead center. Or like getting there over
So
here.
here, let's move the crank to push it down.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hold on.
There it goes. Brock it up. No, it clears it. Or does it? Oh, shit. God, it would be sick if there was... That is close. Push it up so the crank spins. It's not hitting it. It's right there though.
How close is it?
Extremely.
When the bearing came out, but that's okay.
Push it down again. Yeah, destroy up.
There you go.
Listen here, engine. I know you haven't known me for long, but fuck you. And you? I'm disappointed. I thought you would have been excited to have 225 horsepower and maybe, sweet talked it into playing along. But no, you want to keep your shitty mechanical injection? Is that what you want? 85 horsepower? No mega squirt? It seems to be what it wants. Well, too fucking bad, alright? Oh, I want to shoot somebody. Alright, well, we finally decided to buckle down, actually get some shit done on the Rabbit, and where are we at?
Square one.
Well, I guess we got rods and pistons connected.
Yeah, you can call it like square 1.5.
Yeah, that only took an hour and a half, so
Yeah.
not too bad. Blur this out, so they're not paying me, so
But
the power pack taste of Coke Zero. So yeah, I guess I'm deleting the oil squirters that we waited forever for. I believe the guy that sent them, his name is Joseph Bruckner. I really appreciate it. Regardless, the box he sent me is right here. Yeah, Joseph Bruckner. Thanks anyways, man. I appreciate what you did for us. We still got all these dope magazines, dude.
oh heck yeah.
And these timing belt service stickers that are actually written in German.
Oh.
So we're definitely putting one of those on my timing belt cover. God, yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's all I got for you. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Add me on Snapchat at BigB1011 if you want to see a picture of your car featured at the end of one of my videos. Send a picture of it to me at curseforeverhelp@gmail.com. And follow Brock on Instagram as well. Bomber Brick. Spam the comments. Tell Ross to get an Instagram because he still hasn't. And we'll probably be doing a Honda video in the next video. We'll see you then. Peace out.